Hi Gemini, this is your astrology for July 2013 with me, Lada from Lada. And sorry. And it's for everyone who have their ascendant sun or moon in Gemini. Always check your ascendant sign for best predictions and the moon sign as well, because especially for instance in Vedic astrology in India, they would only look at your prediction for your moon sign. In Western astrology, they would only look at your prediction for the ascendant. And but everyone here knows only about their sun sign, and the sun sign is like 25% of the strength, of the ascendant and the moon prediction. So try and check the three of them, not only a sun sign prediction. And you can find them at my birth chart calculator at astrolada.com, for which I'm putting a link below. You just need to know your time of birth to know your right ascendant sign and possibly the moon sign as well. So what is happening for Gemini? The big news is that Jupiter, the planet of opportunities and growth, which brings expansion. Oh, sorry, it's all the pollen. Which brings expansion, is passing. It's going from the sign of Gemini. It was for you there in the last 12 months. So for some of you, it brought new beginnings, new opportunities. Uh, like new faith, and Jupiter is transiting into your second house of finances. Will be there for 12 months, starting from the summer, especially in July, and ending next July 2014. And this happens once every 12 years. So it means that once in 12 years, Gemini has a chance to consolidate. So whatever you started in the last year, or whatever ideas you had, you have a chance to. Second house is a very earthy material house. You have a chance to materialize it more, to make it more supported, to make it more, to solidify it somehow, to consolidate it. So this is it's a house of growth as well. Second house is a very supporting growth house. It supports the first house. The first house is the new beginning, and second house is below it, so it's like helping it. It's carrying in its shoulders, so it's helping you support and growth these new ideas that started, these new opportunities that started for you in June, and also these new opportunities might start giving results. Or financially, you might. One of the ways is by you feeling more financially supported. Because second house is house of your ability to save, your ability to manage your resources better, your ability for financial self-sufficiency, or for finding better resources. So Jupiter will help you maybe find better resources for your business. For instance, you might be painters, so you might find better paints, and you might find more of the resources you need to paint. Or you might be a seamstress, and you might get more and more textiles and better textiles. So it might be anything which is a resource for you to build. Sorry. Or if you're some business in the internet, you might have better resources to build up your foundation there to support this business. Maybe a new website, or maybe a new kind of a base for sale. But there's more resources available for you when Jupiter is in the second house, and you have better ability to fulfill your financial responsibilities as well. Sometimes it can even increase the money, which is great. Usually people are protected financially, even if they're going through some difficult periods, because some other planets are triggering, say Saturn might be triggering your moon, or you might be going through Saturn transits, which always makes the person on the verge, might bankrupt them, or, might test them severely. But if you have Jupiter in your second house, somehow you'll be protected within those 12 months financially. You might be at the edge still, but things will not go, they will not go bad. But actually, if everything else is good in your horoscope and Jupiter in the second house, you might have a tremendous growth financially, tremendous expansion, tremendous ability to save as well. Because second house is not so much the money we make, but it's so much more how much we're able of what we make to keep, and how much of it we're able to put into something useful, to put into growing our resources. So I think a lot of you will make some very wise choices for the next 12 months when it comes to finances, or there will be some support, or there will be some opportunities for them to become financially more self-sufficient. And 12th house, the second house, is also the house of possessions. So Jupiter again can help us expand and have better possessions there, something more, and especially possessions which are Jupiterian, which bring knowledge to the person, which bring opportunity for further growth. Not only something which is hedonistic possessions, say beautiful clothes and things like that, but it's things which actually have more meaning for the person. This kind of possessions will become more of a focus within the next 12 months. And second house in ancient astrology rules those people that also support you the most, your closest and dearest friends. Uh, I'm not saying social friends that you go out party with only. I'm saying everyone has two or three friends that they're there just like their family is there for them, just like food is there for them, that they need them to live their life, to support their physical body, because the first house is the physical body, the second house is what supports it. So these are the physical things. It's food, it's friends, it's family. So all these things can be developing much better when Jupiter is in the second house. So you might have support and the support and the kindness and opportunities coming from your very close friends or something good happening in their life, or in your own family, or in your own family of origin, your own personal family as well. They can be a source of great support and help for you, or some healing energies are happening there as well. So, great lessons, and in a positive way, in an inspirational way, to do with your finances, to do with your possessions, with resources, and to do with anything which supports us, anything which brings us more sense of security. So your sense of security will increase. This is financial security. This is material security. And you'll get some clarity or knowledge about how to manage your resources better, or how to improve those for the future. Even if you don't do it immediately within the next 12 months, you'll gain some knowledge which will help in the long run improve your sense of self-sufficiency and security financial. Uh, and let's see. And 2, 3 planets, particularly in July, are triggering your second house as well. The Sun, Mercury, Mars. So you can start those renovations, those management of those finances, and they will be of utmost importance from starting in July. After that, they can wane in August and September, but they can come back again because Jupiter stays there for 12 months, and the full financial healing and growth there, and self-sufficiency and ability to manage it can come at the end of the 12 months. But in July, in particular 2013, it's very intense, those themes, and you can move forward a lot in a lot of topics, and you can resolve a lot of issues to do with family, to do with your very close friends, to do with your anything which makes you stable and secure, which gives you financial stability. And Venus is in your third house. Venus is there for a short time, for a few days, for, let's say, for 2, 3 weeks. But wherever Jupiter passes is the small benefic, so it brings very quick but pleasant results. And third house is house of communication, of exchanging information. So write a few emails. You can express your ideas with more kindness, with more charm now, and people would accept them better. Or you can speak them or write them better. So if you have maybe if you want to send some articles, if you want to to have some opportunities for writing, or you can write some business plans or whatever. If you have ideas to communicate, Venus will help you do it better. Also, when it comes to personal life, third house is communications with coworkers, with siblings, with your everyday communications with the people in the shop, with the people on the street, with any kind of exchange of information. This is a source of pleasure and contentment for you. So you can have some wonderful long hours chatting on the phone, or just watching TV and the news, any kind of information that can come to you, or reading magazines. Venus shows where your pleasure and contentment comes from, wherever it's transiting. And for you, it's like reading a few magazines, learning something new, practicing some skill. Third house is skills. Maybe playing football, maybe whatever your skills and interests are, maybe knitting, maybe playing a piano, or maybe, browsing the internet, whatever your hobbies. Third house is hobbies and interests, and skills. These things will be a source of pleasure and joy and kind of a positive feeling for you this month. And also siblings and, communication, exchanges of information and such ones. And you can still use till the middle of July. Mars is still in your first house, Gemini, which can bring still impact and energy. Wherever Mars passes through the first house once every 2 years, a person feels more motivated to start things, to do things, to be more active. So in July also you have a chance to start doing something new, to initiate certain new projects. If you haven't done it in June, in July you have the energy, but you might be a little bit more abrasive than other time, too assertive in getting what you want, and actually can be more irritable. When Mars transits the ascendant, people become, or the sun sign or the moon sign, people become just more, tense and irritable, and others annoy them more. They just more, because they become impatient, they really want to get what they want too quickly, and this stresses them a little bit. So if you're having this stress, go out more in nature, work out, try and diffuse this energy in a positive way. Or if then focus this energy of Mars into being productive in some way. Otherwise, you can be a bit abrasive and you can have some tensions in your life. But anyway, this is what's happening in July and actually 12 months ahead. And I hope you utilize those resources that Jupiter will bring you to the best of your ability. I'm sure you will. Thank you.